Hi, Cancers. So, this is gonna be a real quick wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. If you see me reaching over here, I'm trying to like manage the music. I have music playing in the background, but I want it like loud enough to where you hear it, but I can't get copywritten. Anyway, this is gonna be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. Again, like I said, a quick little wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to do some individual messages. What's up? If you're new here, my name is B. Hey, how you doing? If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Trying to join our family, trying to grow our family over here. Everything you need to know about me can be found below in the description box. Did I already say this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venuses? If I didn't say that, yeah. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. And yeah, it's really just kind of whatever comes out. Y'all are the last on my list of people to do and upload as of right now, but I don't love you any less. Okay, that's just the order I intuitively saw in my mind's eye to go in, and that's just the order I decided to stick with. So again, yeah, let's jump in. I hope you guys have been feeling good. Your season is right around the corner. We're already in Gemini season this year. I feel like it's flying by really fast. The days are flying by really fast. But yeah. So let's see what we have. Start with some oracle decks and then I'll wrap up with some tarot. Let's get to it. Give me some messages for Cancers. Oh, excuse me. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Everyone I feel like so far has been really interesting. All the videos I've gotten so far. You do have the community card. You have mature woman right after it. You have mature man right after it. And then you have concern. So this is already pretty interesting. Especially because community card for me is a card of like a divine, like your divine team. Give me one more card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venus. The house card is here. For some of you, I feel like there's a need to tell you that you're right where you need to be. You might be a little concerned with that fact. Like maybe you have a vision for yourself and maybe you feel like I'm behind or I'm not exactly where I need to be or where I should be. But it's like, no, you're right where you need to be. The house card is also a card about being stable, feeling stable. Marriage is down at the bottom of the deck, which I think is really, really interesting. I've definitely been getting a lot of energy from, if you could see it without the glare anyway. I've definitely been getting a lot of energy from a lot of different piles and stuff where like commitment is on the mind. For some people, I'm getting a lot of like commitment energy, but I'm also getting a lot of snake and fake energy from like other people. But this feels like commitment, especially because you have mature woman and mature man here. This already kind of makes me feel like two Cancer placements that like you might be getting someone who is mature. I'm tempted to say as mature as you, but in the rare cases, maybe this is someone who might make you feel like there's a level of concern because they're very mature. Like maybe they're very mature and maybe you feel concerned that you're not. Like maybe you're mature, but maybe you feel like, oh, bitch, I ain't that mature. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mature, go to work, handle my responsibilities, go to the gym, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got a good head on my shoulders, mature, but I'm not like stocks mature. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not 401k retirement plan already set out mature type of thing. So I'm kind of getting like in a commitment or in some sort of situation there could be a level of concern. Ooh. With like how you're doing things or what's going on. Up in the Clouds by Darwin Dees is playing. So maybe there's some level or aspect of maybe again being concerned, like I said, with being mature enough. Maybe for some of you, you might feel like you've met someone who is really mature and has it together, who makes you feel like you've just kind of been spending time with your head in the clouds. Give me something for this concern card. Give me something for this concern card. I Occupation has been coming out in the past couple of readings also, which makes me feel like, again, if not like your job, your career, this could also be a sign of just the work that you put in. Occupation is the work that you look forward to doing every day. So again, maybe there's some level of concern with, like, maybe there's some work that you haven't been putting in. And again, maybe you're maybe connecting with someone or about to connect with someone. Community card is here. So again, you might meet them through community. Community card for me in this deck is about like ancestral community, your divine team. But this one can also be community, as in you might meet someone through your family and friends, like friend of the family, or maybe you hanging out with your friends and there's like a mutual friend, you meet this person through community. This also could be maybe someone you've met just around in your neck of the woods. There's a globe here in this mature man card. So that makes me kind of feel like, maybe there's a level of like in the community, like they might be a local. Maybe you guys stay on the same side of town, you run into each other. And again, you maybe start getting acquainted with this person, but there's some level of concern, and it feels like, again, it could be with like an intimidation. It feels intuitively, it feels a little intimidating. Give me another card with this concern. Distant horizons, which I feel like also can be confirmed with this globe in this mature man card. So it is kind of giving me two, yeah, main male, right? So it is kind of giving me, for some people, there might be some work to put in if there's a long distance. Maybe there's a long distance thing. Maybe when you meet this person, you'll meet them long distance. Like maybe you haven't met this person yet, but maybe you'll be traveling soon. Maybe you have some travels coming up soon. You're taking a trip, and maybe you'll meet this person in a different city, in a different state, and maybe you guys are connected. Maybe you guys feel like you're in alignment. Maybe this feels like soulmate energy, but again, there could be a level of concern with how much work you would have to put in to make this connection afloat, how much work you would have to put in to close the distance, especially with the globe and the distance horizons. Again, this could be someone who maybe you stay in different houses. Again, maybe you do stay locally, but see, you stay on one side of the town, they stay on the other side, or maybe you stay in this state, they stay in that state, and it's like, damn, we have a connection, we like each other, we want to pursue things, they match my maturity, they are very wise. I think we are on the same page, Cancer. Maybe you've been looking for somebody who is pretty mature, like I said, just as mature as you, and it's like, damn, I finally found them. But now there's a level of concern with just how much work we would have to put in because it's long distance, or how much work you would have to put in order to, like, I'm hearing, close the gap, bridge the gap between you two, in order to like really make things work. The concern could maybe even be with a sense of stability. Maybe you don't have the money. Maybe money ain't the problem, but maybe it's home. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just bought a home and you like, damn, I really like my home. You know what I'm saying? I just bought this home, or I really like my house. I really don't want to move. You know what I'm saying? Says Cancer. Or maybe this is the opposite person that's on your mind that you'll eventually meet. Maybe they like, well, damn, I really fuck with you, person watching, but I really don't want to leave my home. I really don't want to leave my hometown. I really don't want to give up my apartment. I actually just moved into this apartment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing a level of concern. Give me something with this community card. Is this someone that is being divinely sent to Cancers? And it gives, make a good judgment call on it. So you know what I'm saying? I won't necessarily say this is someone that the divine team has sent you, but it is a prospect, is what this kind of feels like. We're sending you a prospect. What you do with it is what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck card. Again, it really just depends on your expectations and how you want things to go. So again, this isn't, I won't necessarily say soulmate energy, but mature man, mature woman does kind of give, y'all are on the same page. Y'all might be very similar in your styles of doing things, how you want to do things, and the things that matter to you. Give me one more on this community card. Official person. Yeah, they are sending you. This is someone who is solid. Are they your necessary soulmate? It feels like no. But this is someone, yeah, high honor down at the bottom of the deck. I like this energy for y'all. I don't really know if this is necessarily a soulmate, but this definitely feels like somebody you're on the same page with, somebody you are will be on the same page with, and someone who is very solid, someone who is very official. One or the other of you might hold this person in very high regard with this high honor card. Okay, someone that you, person watching, might hold in high honor and put them on a pedestal, or they might feel like that about you. Y'all y'all might feel like that about each other, but it's very much given try the spirit by the spirit. It's very much given, you don't have to stay here and work it out. You have the decision to not entertain this person, but it's also very much giving that like this is a solid person to invest in if you're considering it. This is a connection that can be stable if you're considering it, is what this looks like. Did my shit glitch? I was like, I'm hearing two talk, but that's definitely not the same song that's up here. All right, give me some other cards for Cancer placements. Patience is the first card that flipped over, so it's very much given again. Slow roll it. I wouldn't move really, really fast. In this situation, if you haven't met this person yet, I would take my time. Again, use discernment with this adjudication card. Make sure this person is the official person. Don't watch this and then you just start going out into meeting people and then you fuck around with the wrong motherfucker and you want to blame me. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Use your discernment, make proper decisions, put your thinking cap on, and make sure you try the spirit by the spirit. Really use discernment and use your intuition. Trust your gut as you're dating around and checking for people. But again, this makes me feel like this is someone you'll either meet through community, through an official person, and you'll have to make the decision on if you want to maybe give them a chance or not. Or this is someone, again, that your divine team is sending to you. You don't have to be with this person, but it's just an option and a prospect that they send it to you. And you'll just have to figure out how you're going to work through the concerns that you have about this connection with this person. It might be long distance, though. Okay. The world card is here. Similar to, I can't remember whose signs that was, but there was a video that I did tonight, and it kind of, this also kind of makes me feel like too, especially with high honor, this person might actually think the world of you. I love that we have the world card here, and then we have the globe also, you know what I'm saying, along with distant horizons, like I said. So I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on like travel, a lot of emphasis on like maybe being long distance. They might maybe even be from a different cultural background, distant horizons, right? Maybe you guys kind of have a different way of doing things. Maybe you guys do stay in the same state, same city, same side of town, but maybe again they're from somewhere else, you're from wherever you from, and the way y'all do things are very different. The way y'all operate is very different, you know what I'm saying? But this energy does give me, be patient. This person might think the world of you. Official person here on community and adjudication, it does make me feel like I said, this is someone who's solid. This feels like someone who you can trust, someone you can rely on, Cancer. And I feel like that's been a long time coming for y'all. I feel like that's something you really, really need. I just question if this is someone that is local. I'm going to pull some cards on that though in just a second. Next card out, you have Door to Spirit. You have Caring Connections. You have Man Holding a Heart. And the card after that, you have Attachment. So again, there's some level of attachment or something that you might be still holding on to. It might be a level of concern. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not really releasing the concern, releasing the issue. Because again, official person, main male, and mature man kind of all showed up. So either you have a lot of options, or this is someone who honestly, Cancer, this is a person you don't really have to do too much worrying. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might have an attachment to worrying, having an attachment to constantly being concerned and excessively worried about what is or isn't going on in the connection, what is or won't go right. And it's like this person you meet might actually be someone who can allow you to release that attachment and like unchain yourself to that habit of like constantly needing to know or understand what's going on. This might be somebody that you might find in high standard and high regard, right? And yeah, No Pressure by French Montana is playing, so it's kind of giving like, yeah, someone who might can help you take the pressure off, right? That's a part of them being mature like you know what I'm saying? This is a part of them being mature like you. You don't got to do all the heavy lifting. You don't got to do all the heavy worrying. You don't got to be the one frying your brain about how you going, why you going. You know what I'm saying? For instance, if this is a long distance connection, you don't have to sit here by yourself and wonder, okay, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do, how I'm going to put in some work to make sure that maybe we can bridge the gap or that this works even though we're long distance. This might be someone who, if you just connect with them and talk to them, they're just as mature as you are. They will put their head together with you to say, okay, this is what I think we should do. Maybe let's not do this, or maybe maybe let's do that. Okay, well, I don't really want to give up my personal space and my autonomy. I don't really want to do it either. Okay, well, let's maybe move a little bit closer, or you know what I'm saying, we can just stay on side by side. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who can help you let that go. I feel like this is someone who again is like an official person. I like this energy, whoever this is coming in. It feels very genuine. It feels very like, I keep just hearing solid. Like you can rely on them. They're dependent. They're real. They're mature. You know what I'm saying? They've been around the world. This is also my been around the world and I card. So this makes me feel like someone who, you know, might know a little something about a little something. There's a lot of books behind him. I'm just not noticing that too. There's a lot of books and he's staring at this globe. Someone who's traveled a lot, someone who knows a lot, someone who reads and has so much wisdom. So this makes me feel like someone who, yeah, is just like so knowledgeable. It's like, I don't know. It just feels like somebody you can rely on, somebody you can trust, somebody Cancer. When you have a question and you don't know something, you can pick up the phone and say, "Hey, can I?" You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this? And when, because I was, you know, I was a little bit stuck, and I feel like this is someone who is just so like I don't know, just like someone who really is on a pedestal. So I feel like Cancer. I feel like this might be you putting somebody on the pedestal. For whoever this is, I feel like you can't, person watching, you might be the one putting someone on a pedestal here. It feels very like, wow, you're so knowledgeable and you've traveled and you've seen things and you've been around the world, right? So this feels like someone who, again, if you just be patient and allow spirit to kind of come in, I feel like this is someone who can help you. This is someone who thinks the world of you. This is someone who knows so much about so much. Again, you don't even got to worry so much about, oh, what are we going to do to figure it out? I feel like this is somebody who might even single-handedly figure it out for you. Where it's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, person watching you going to them and you're like, well, what do we think about this? And what about that? And no. And it's like, don't even worry about it. I had already had that covered. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna put my house up for sale. I'm gonna move closer. I had already had that plan. I like to travel anyway. I don't mind moving to a new city. I love moving to new cities. You know, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Sun card, which is about, you know, definitely either you had to walk away from something and something new is coming, or something, in order to get something new, you will have to walk away from it. So take that for how it resonates. Either you want this energy, and the concern, I guess, is again bridging the gap and the hard work they have to put in, which again for me feels like for some of you might be this Eight of Cups energy. I gotta walk away from something that's a lot of work. This is the hard work I'm gonna have to put in with, and it concerns me. For some of you, that might be a hard bridge to gap. For some of you, or for some people in the person on your mind, they might be really concerned with like doing the real work to bridge that gap. Right? For some of you, again, it's like they still thinking about it. Think Twice by Erykah Badu is playing right now, so it's very much given they still thinking about it, right? That's that concern card. You thinking twice about it. So for some of you, you know what I'm saying, you might have to walk away from something in order to get this new beginning. Maybe you still got friends and mentalities and ways of operating that don't work. Maybe there's still some work that you need to put in on yourself when it comes to your worries and concerns. But for others of you, you already walked away from something and you have something else coming in because you've walked away from it. You chose to walk away from it, and that was exactly what you needed to do. That was exactly what you were supposed to do. And it's helping you now. Now you have something else coming in. Your divine team is sending you something. But be very patient with it. Continue to release certain cycles and certain mentalities. Continue to release certain attachments and things that you still have, right? For some of you, again, some of these attachments, you still attached to them. You don't even know how to let the mature man just handle it and just be solid and let you depend on him, because you just got this attachment to always having to be concerned, always having to figure it out, always having to know the answers, always having to lift your motherfucking finger. But see, when you got somebody who's solid, who mature, and who the main man, you don't got to lift a finger at all. When you got a woman who is a mature woman and she's a main female and she's an official person, you don't gotta, as a man, overextend yourself. You gonna meet the woman you dealing with can meet you exactly where you at. The man that you dealing with gonna meet you exactly where you at. The Magician card reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles. Be mindful of untapped potential, okay? Be mindful of the potential in this connection that is being untapped. If it is being untapped, you already know what to do with it. There's the door, right? But making sure that, again, if there's something that you can be tapping into within yourself, that you're doing it, okay? Are you just concerned, sitting on your concerns and your emotional, questions, or are you actually vocalizing this and actually speaking it to this person? Are you being a team with this person? Are you allowing yourself to meet this person in the middle, or are you self-sabotaging? Are you making a good decision? Are you being with people who's manipulating you, right? Magician reverse is also a card of manipulation. You maybe could feel like this person is manipulating you. These cards don't really give that they are, though. I'm gonna be honest. So again, maybe that's the attachment. Maybe you don't know how to allow somebody to just be the mature man and the solid person in your life, the solid woman in your life, the mature woman in your life, because you're so used to having doing it all by yourself. But I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't doing nothing but fucking up your own potential, blocking your own blessings. The seeds here that are planted are meant to blossom, but if you're not watering them and if you're not taking care of them, you just wasting resources. Honestly, King of Pentacles is here. Isn't that mature man? So we have mature man twice, if you ask me. So this is someone who's definitely very mature, someone who wants to come in very solid, very stable. Eight of Pentacles, again, someone who wants to put in the work. Cancer, you have somebody that's about to come in and they want to put in the work to be with you. They want to put in the work to make things work with you. Okay, I don't give they don't give a damn about how long distance this connection is or how you stay on Timbuktu and 2 towns over. They about to come get you. That's what this feel like. They about to come get you. You just gonna have to be the one to make sure that you allow them to come get you. See, look at you. This is your energy. Chariot reverse. Do not derail. Do not block your own blessings because you're overly concerned, or because maybe you don't know how to just accept goodness, and you always got to have a fight, and you always got to have a bickering moment, and it always got to be a screaming match, because if you don't act like this or do this or do that, then you clearly don't love me. Don't fuck up your own good thing is what this feels like, because you have somebody who wants to come in, they want to provide, they want to do this, they're very mature, again, they're very solid, you know what I'm saying, they make good decisions, they have a good head on their shoulders, someone who is very much in their main character energy, and they can match you, maybe even make you a little intimidated, where it's like, oh shit, maybe I'm, because this man know a lot. Maybe I need to step my motherfucking cookies up before they crumble. But again, don't get in here and then start going haywire. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got attachments and shit that's not helping you. You still attached to toxic ways. You still attached to acting like you ain't got no emotions. One thing I can't never stand is meeting a water sign, especially my cancers. Cause child, y'all so motherfucking play gangster. Even though when you really push y'all, it really give gangster. But y'all also, when it come to some tender, emotional, vulnerable shit, y'all be so play gangster. And it's like, child, you really know you want to cry, but you trying to act like you can't. It's like, you know? So relax. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody love on you. Let somebody take the wheel for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The chariot card, you see how he at the top, he in control, he in balance, you know what I'm saying? He is in full swing of this chariot. He on top of the motherfucker. Damn, being in the driver's seat. He on the roof of that bitch, you hit me. But it's like, let somebody else take the wheel. Relax. Let somebody invest in you. Let somebody else pick up the hard work. You've been working real hard, and a lot of these connections that you had to walk away from already, you gonna keep getting yourself in connections where you don't know how to just chill. You gonna keep going after people that's making you prove and bend over backwards to them that you love them. You still going after people who still make you even have concerns. The right motherfucker with you, you ain't gonna have to be concerned about nothing. Oh, how we gonna do this and how we gonna make that work? They're already gonna be on top of that. So this is what I was thinking about, how we can make this work. Cancer, what do you think? Where you go from there is where you go from there. Yeah, I'm seeing. I was just about to say that. It's like you almost scared that like something gonna happen or something, and you don't really know how to like just kind of, you know what I'm saying, get out of your head. Two of Swords reverse is also like a confusion card. Do I do this? Do I do that? What, you know what I'm saying? Do I be open minded to it? Do I tell them go fuck themselves? Like, do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you confused. It's like, but you also confused because you're a little nervous. Make sure you check your attachments. Make sure you're checking your unhealthy behaviors, your unhealthy ties. A lot of motherfuckers want to do cord cuttings. And yeah, that's real cute. Do a motherfucking cord cutting on these toxic ways. Do a motherfucking cord cutting on how to actually be vulnerable, actually open up. Do a motherfucking cord cutting on your past hurt, on your past anger, on your past anxiousness, and all of the shit that motherfuckers did to you in these past relationships. So that way, when this new energy come in and this new motherfucker come in, you know how to just step into your soft girl, soft boy life. Because again, for my guys, if my guys is watching this feels like a woman who also, yeah, you can show up as the man, but this is someone who also can match that. This ain't no little girl energy. This ain't nobody you got a daddy, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Sometimes when Cancer men, when y'all are healthy and y'all in great spirits and y'all in positive aspect that you've healed. You attract a lot of women who got daddy issues, who feel like they want to milk you, use you for your love, for your emotion, for your tender, caring, you know what I'm saying, softer self. And though they don't make you any less masculine as a man, as a Cancer, but it's like, learn how to heal that, so that way when somebody come in and they can meet you where you need to be met, you know how to really just let it blossom and let the potential take place. You don't gotta still just be acting like, no, I got it. No, I got it. It's cool. No, I'm good. Yeah, I just, it's cool. Actually, no, I don't want to talk. No, I don't want to be around. No, I don't want to. And it's like, that's a lie. You really do. But it's like, you know, and be patient with yourself in the process. Yeah. Weigh up other options. Not everybody out to get you. Not everybody playing in your face. Also, what just fell reversed, the Lover's card, and fell smack dab on the Tower card and the Magician card. There's a lot of potential that's going to be coming from this relationship. Yeah, it might actually be like very spiritual too. This Moon card makes me feel like it could be a very spiritual connection. You see what we have down at the bottom of the deck? Again, use judgment. That don't mean you have to be with nobody, but that don't mean push them away either. Some of these connections are really good connections. Some of these people that are coming into your life are really solid people, solid dudes, solid women who are stable, who feel like home, who have a very stable energy about themselves, and who are very mature, not just physically, mentally, but emotionally also mature. And this is someone you're going to place on a pedestal, somebody you see in high regard. Again, you might actually be afraid of that. That could be why you kind of feel like, I'm concerned. But this feel, nothing about this made me feel like you have anything to be concerned about. I feel like what you should be concerned about is not releasing the attachment to this mask. Because some of you like to wear this mask and act like, oh, I don't have no feelings. I don't know what you talk about. Some of y'all like to play this tit for tat game, this get your gotcha game. Like, I gotta be one step ahead of you so you won't hurt me. A lot of you, again, simply just don't know how to open up and be vulnerable and allow yourself to just be tender and to just be soft and to just be who you really are on the inside. And it's really because you ain't let go of a lot of past shit. You still have a lot of concern. You still are attached to a lot of ways and things that are unhealthy for you. Some of you still have a lot of healing to do, and in a very bare minimum basis kind of thing. This feels like, again, a lot of you are just used to having to be the one to put in the work. A lot of you are just used to having to be the one to wear the pants in your relationship. A lot of you are just used to being the one that has to take the initiative to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, oh, well, I got to think about how our relationship is going to do this. I have to think about what's going to happen here. I have to think about how we're going to move closer. I have to think about what we're going to do in our relationship. I have to think about, and it's like, no, you're about to be blessed and given a connection with somebody where you don't have to think so hard about it. You don't have to sit here and act like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to figure out this? Or whatever that is like that. And it's just going to come very natural, very organic. You're going to meet somebody and they're going to already kind of have it covered. They might even come to you and say, okay, well, I was thinking about this, and then, cause this long distance, and I just would love for us to close the gap between us. Are you going to let them do it or not? Is what this feels like. Thank you again so much for watching my video and tuning into my channel. I deeply appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, leave me some comments if this resonated. Let me know how this resonated for you. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Everything you need to know about me. I'm open for personal reading. Check down below in the description box. And shit, I think that's everything. So I'm finna get off out y'all here now. Okay. Bye. See y'all later.